Virgo, finally a message that centers you, not about what you need to do for others, not about how you can serve better, not about your usefulness or productivity or competence, not about your role as helper, fixer, organizer, problem solver, reliable one, person everyone depends on. This, this specific message, this specific moment, this specific shift that's happening in your life is about you, your desires, your needs, your dreams, your happiness, your fulfillment, your receiving, your celebration, your recognition, your reward, your joy, your life lived for your satisfaction, not for meeting everyone else's expectations. And for Virgo, who's been trained to find worth through being useful, who measures value through what you contribute, who feels guilty resting, who minimizes your own needs, who deflects compliments, who makes yourself small to make others comfortable. This centering feels uncomfortable, maybe, feels selfish, maybe, feels wrong to claim space this way. But uncomfortable doesn't mean incorrect, feels unfamiliar because you haven't practiced it, because cultural conditioning and maybe family patterns taught you that centering yourself is arrogance, that prioritizing yourself is selfishness, that celebrating yourself is bragging, that wanting for yourself is greedy. But those teachings were wrong, were designed to keep you serving, to keep you useful to others while depleting yourself, to keep you small while calling that humility, to keep you giving while never fully receiving. Here's what this is all about. You actually means. Your success is arriving. Not team success where you did most work but everyone shares credit. Not success where you're acknowledged as helper but someone else is celebrated as leader. Your success, your name, your recognition, your achievement that can't be attributed to anyone else. Your win that's undeniable. And success arriving for you specifically means visibility, means people seeing you, means your contributions being recognized, means your value being acknowledged publicly, not just privately appreciated, means advancement, means opportunity, means doors opening, means respect arriving, means compensation increasing. Virgo, you've been earning this through years of excellent work nobody fully saw, through consistent showing up, through attention to details others ignored, through competence that made everyone else look good, through carrying more than your share, through fixing problems before they became visible, through quiet excellence. That excellence is finally being seen, finally being rewarded, finally creating outcomes that benefit you, not just everyone around you. Your happiness is prioritized, not in selfish exclusion of others, but in healthy recognition that your happiness matters equally, that your joy deserves space, that your fulfillment is legitimate goal, that making yourself happy isn't secondary to making everyone else happy. And happiness prioritized means choosing based on what you want, means saying no to things that don't serve you, even if saying no disappoints someone. Means pursuing what brings you joy, even if others don't understand. Means building life that feels good to you, not life that looks good to others. Means releasing obligation to sacrifice your happiness for others' comfort. Releasing guilt about having boundaries. Releasing belief that your worth depends on constant giving. Your desires are manifesting, things you've wanted, dreams you've carried quietly, goals you minimized as not that important, wishes you dismissed as maybe someday. Those desires, the ones you barely let yourself articulate, are organizing themselves into reality. Could be relationship you've wanted, partnership that functions, love that's healthy, person who shows up, connection that feels easy, romance that doesn't require you performing or managing or fixing. Could be career shift, position you've wanted, recognition you've deserved, compensation that reflects value, project that excites you, work that fulfills, not just pays bills, advancement that opens new possibilities. Could be lifestyle change, living situation that serves you, location that feels right, environment that supports, freedom from situation that's been draining, space that's yours, home that feels like home. Could be internal fulfillment, peace you've been seeking, confidence that's establishing, self love that's growing, acceptance that's settling, freedom from perfectionism, release from constant self criticism, joy that's emerging. Whatever your specific desires, the ones you've been carrying, the ones you've minimized, the ones you've put on hold while handling everyone else's needs, those are coming into reality. This reflection invites you to consider, what do you actually want for yourself? Not what seems reasonable, not what others want for you. What do you genuinely desire? If you struggled to answer if mind went blank or immediately jumped to what others need from me, that reveals how disconnected you've become from your own wanting. That reveals how much you've centered others. Practice asking, what would make me happy? What do I want? What would feel good to me? Let answers surface without judging them as selfish or unrealistic. This reflection invites you to consider, what would receiving what you want require from you? What would you need to believe, release, accept, claim? Receiving requires worthiness, requires believing you deserve good things, not through earning, but through existing. Requires releasing guilt about having when others don't. Requires accepting joy without waiting for punishment. Requires claiming space without apologizing. What all about you requires from you internal shifts. Permission to want, permission to prioritize yourself, permission to say no, permission to celebrate yourself, permission to take up space, permission to choose your happiness, permission to be visible, permission to succeed boldly, not quietly, permission to receive without immediately giving back, permission to be without constantly doing. Permission doesn't come from outside, comes from you. From deciding, I'm allowed to want this. I'm allowed to prioritize myself. I'm allowed to celebrate. I'm allowed to receive. Practice giving yourself permission, literally out loud. I give myself permission to want this, to choose this, to celebrate this, to prioritize me. Words create reality. Speaking permission makes permission real. Releasing perfectionism around receiving. You don't have to deserve perfectly, don't have to earn sufficiently, don't have to be flawless to receive good, don't have to prove worthiness through suffering or sacrifice or constant productivity. You're worthy because you exist, because you're human, because worth is inherent, not achieved. Good things arriving for you doesn't require perfect deservingness, requires openness to receiving, celebrating yourself without minimizing. When success arrives, when recognition comes, when desires manifest, when happiness increases, celebrate without immediately adding, but it's not that big, or others contributed to, or I just got lucky, or anyone could have done this. Full celebration. I did this. I'm proud. This matters. I'm celebrating without deflection, without minimization, without making yourself small to manage others' potential discomfort with your winning. Your winning is allowed to be big. Your success is allowed to be celebrated. Your joy is allowed to take space. Prioritizing self-care as essential, not optional. Rest isn't laziness. Boundaries aren't meanness. Saying no isn't selfishness. Taking time for yourself isn't indulgence. Doing things that bring joy isn't frivolous. Self-care is maintenance, is requirement for sustainability, is how you stay functional and healthy and present. When Virgo neglects self-care, when you push too hard, when you ignore rest, when you override limits, you burn out, you become resentful, you give from empty, you serve from depletion. Self-care allows sustainable giving from overflow, not forced giving from deficit. What's specifically arriving for Virgo, your blessings? Uh, Recognition at work, boss seeing your value, colleagues acknowledging contributions, clients appreciating quality, advancement happening, compensation increasing, respect growing, reputation building, excellence finally being rewarded proportionally. Work recognition validates, proves you weren't imagining your competence, proves you weren't being overlooked unfairly, proves your standards and effort and attention to detail matter and create value. Relationship that functions, person who shows up consistently, who communicates clearly, who respects boundaries, who appreciates you, who doesn't require you to fix them, who meets you as equal, who ADDS to your life instead of draining, who loves you well, not just intensely. Functional relationship is relief, is discovering partnership doesn't have to be constant work, is experiencing being chosen and valued and seen, is building with someone instead of carrying someone, is receiving support, not just providing it. Financial improvement, money arriving, debt decreasing, income increasing, resources expanding, breathing room creating, ability to address needs without constant stress, ability to fund dreams, not just survive, surplus, allowing choices. Financial improvement creates freedom, creates reducing stress, creates ability to live, not just survive, creates options that scarcity prevented, creates space to focus on growth, not just management of lack, creative fulfillment, project that excites, work that engages, creating something meaningful, expressing yourself, building something yours, pursuing passion, seeing vision manifest, experiencing flow state, doing work that feeds you, not just depletes you. Creative fulfillment makes work feel different, makes time pass differently, makes effort feel rewarding, not draining, makes life feel more vibrant, makes you feel more alive. Peace with yourself, releasing perfectionism, accepting yourself as human, forgiving past mistakes, releasing constant self-criticism, experiencing kindness towards self, feeling comfortable in own skin, trusting yourself, liking yourself, maybe even loving yourself. Self-peace is profound shift, is ending internal war, is becoming safe place for yourself, is experiencing gentleness internally, not just externally, is operating from self-respect, not self-judgment. How to receive what's arriving, practical steps. Say yes when good things are offered. Don't deflect compliments. Don't minimize achievements. Don't refuse help. Don't reject opportunities because someone else deserves it more. When good is offered, say yes, receive it, claim it, accept it as yours. Saying yes to good is practice, is training yourself to receive, is breaking pattern of automatic no or deflection. Each yes builds capacity for more receiving. Celebrate wins without minimizing. Share success without apologizing. Post achievement without disclaimer. Tell people good news without immediately adding why. It's not that big. Let wins be wins. Full size, full celebration, full joy. Your celebrating doesn't take from others, doesn't create their lack. Your joy doesn't cause their pain. Your success doesn't create their failure. You winning and them winning can both be true. Prioritize yourself in daily decisions. Small choices add up. Choosing rest when tired, choosing meal you want, choosing activity that brings joy, choosing time alone when needed, choosing saying no when yes would deplete. Small daily choices that center your needs. Daily prioritization builds habit, builds muscle of self-care, builds pattern of self-respect, creates life that serves you, not life where you're constantly serving everyone else. Create boundaries and maintain them. Say no without extensive justification. That doesn't work for me. I'm not available. I don't do that. Clear, firm, without defending or explaining or apologizing. Boundaries protect your energy, protect your time, protect your peace, protect your capacity to show up fully for what matters. Boundaries aren't walls, are fences, are healthy structures that allow sustainable relating, and trust that centering yourself improves relationships, not destroys them. Healthy people can handle your boundaries, can celebrate your success, can respect your priorities, can adjust to you taking up more space. Unhealthy people struggle with your growth that reveals them, not you. If someone can only relate to depleted Virgo, if they need you small and serving and prioritizing them, they're not healthy connection. Centering yourself might shift some relationships. That's growth sorting. That's appropriate. The power is yours. It always has been. Virgo, this is all about you and what's arriving recognition at work, relationship that functions, financial improvement, creative fulfillment. Peace with yourself is yours to receive by giving yourself permission. Releasing perfectionism, celebrating without minimizing, prioritizing self care, saying yes to good, celebrating wins fully, prioritizing yourself daily, creating boundaries, and trusting that centering yourself improves relationships, not destroys them. Take what resonates, softly release the rest, trust yourself. And listen, Virgo, you've spent so long serving, so long being useful, so long helping, so long giving, so long making yourself small so others could be big, so long prioritizing everyone else. That service wasn't wasted. That helped people. That created value. That demonstrated your character. But service as lifestyle, service as primary identity is depleting, creates imbalance, creates resentment eventually, creates burnout, creates life where you're functioning for everyone but yourself. This shift, this centering you, is correction, is balance being restored, is you finally receiving proportion to what you've given, is your turn, is your season, is your moment. Receive it without guilt, without minimizing, without apologizing for taking space. You deserve success, deserve recognition, deserve happiness, deserve love, deserve peace, deserve fulfillment, deserve good arriving without having to earn every molecule through suffering or sacrifice. This is about you. Finally, beautifully, deservedly, claim it, celebrate it, receive it fully. It's yours, Virgo.